Sunday night news show. All the news you need to know. Hey, Bachelor, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the show. Tonight I'm here with Rob. All the news you
As
need to
always,
know.
hey, there we are. I see us.
Hey, Bachelor, thanks for the follow.
No, I don't.
You gotta turn off our audio, Rob.
Stupid Bud Light ad. Go
Tonight
fuck
I'm here
yourself.
with Rob. Turn off our
As always,
audio.
hey, there we are. I see us.
I hear our own audio.
Oh, that was me.
You
That
gotta turn
was.
off our audio, Rob.
It's one of those that it was going through a bunch of the pictures and it got to a video, so it started playing.
All right. Technical difficulties aside.
So technical difficulties as per usual for the Brokencast here. We like to start out on the wrong foot every time.
So welcome to the stream. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Not as much as we had post PAX, but I mean that's to be expected because that was post PAX. So what can you do? We're gonna start off with favorite thing of Rob's here. One of Rob's favorites.
Oh, you must mean Total War Warhammer.
Well, actually, not far from what I actually mean, which is we're going to talk about another Warhammer 40k game.
Oh, starting with Deathwing.
We're going to start with Deathwing. And you know what? Skype is freaking out. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. More technical difficulties. I'm so sorry.
There's always something.
Yeah, so we're going to start with a quick trailer here for Space Hulk Deathwing. Unless it switches off completely. There we go. So, I'm going to show you guys a quick trailer for Space Hulk Deathwing right now. It should be on the top there.
Peggy 6.
If I can get it to come up. You guys should be looking at it now. Unless it doesn't want to display. I love it when trailers don't play.
Oh.
Well, I was going to show you a Space Hulk Deathwing trailer.
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Never mind.
I was going to show you a Space Hulk Deathwing trailer. Apparently, I'm not going to show you a Space Hulk Deathwing trailer. I will drop the trailer in the chat. Tonight is a night for technical difficulties, evidently.
It's Sunday. Shit just doesn't want to work. The usual stuff. But, okay, so... Actually, we heard about this game a couple of years ago. It caused some stir a couple of years ago, but it kind of dropped off the face of the earth, and not entirely sure if it got canceled or it lost its something. They just didn't want to produce it. But now it's scheduled to release this year. It doesn't have an exact date, but sometime 2016 we're supposed to get Space Hulk Deathwing.
Yeah, so we saw this. We saw this come up a while ago. It was not as it was somewhat surprising, I guess. PlayStation only console, PlayStation console only. It was supposed to be exclusive, and it wasn't exclusive afterwards. So now it's not exclusive, and it's not PlayStation only, but it's still gonna be Space Hulk Deathwing. I don't know. So it's kind of if you played Warhammer. Vermintide, which was developed by Fat Shark Studios. It's kind of similar. Somewhere I have a Fat Shark sticker, which should stick on my head. I don't know where it went. It's kind of similar. It's a different developer. This is developed by Focus Home Interactive, who recently published the Warhammer Space Battles game. Help me, Rob, the name.
Battlefleet Gothic?
Thank you. Battlefleet Gothic. BFG. It's Battlefield.
BFG Armada.
Armada, thank you. The proper title.
That's full
and
title.
So it's not like they're strangers, this publisher, to Warhammer games. It looks good. The game looks good. I'm going to try to get the trailer running for you.
I'm actually kind of looking at the trailer right now. It looks pretty good. It's kind of weird to be in a Terminator first perspective. Seems a little strange, but cool nonetheless. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to play out and how you're going to feel powerful without... being overpowered, but we'll see, I guess. Seems we have some RPG-esque elements here as well, so that could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it says a first-person shooter with RPG elements.
Yeah, because it showed some kind of like loadout kind of looking stuff there. You can pick how you are equipping your Terminator arm. Seems interesting. Not sure how you're going to make it into a really long game and all, but I mean, we'll see. Looks interesting.
discerning Warhammer fans will remember that there was already a pretty fun combat game in the 40k universe that was released as an add-on to the last Warhammer RTS game that was done by the guys over at who made that? Now defunct THQ published it, but it was made by who developed that game? I don't even remember. Do you remember who developed the Warhammer RTS games, Rob?
No, I do not.
I have a 40k games. See if I can find out who developed them.
But there's also a couple of Deathwing or Space Hulk rather games that are already out. So, but this one looks it's first person, so the other ones are RTS element styled. So this one's different on that account, and it looks a lot better because it's a lot newer. The old Space Hulk games are kind of like top-down RTS style. Like they're the board game readapted as a video game.
Relic Entertainment published the
Relic.
Dawn of War games. And also, there's already it's over-the-shoulder third-person, not first-person, game, and that game is Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade, the one-time MMORPG, now cum pseudo, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's going to be an MMORPG, but
yeah, it's an MMORPG.
But only it doesn't have any MMORPG elements. Ooh, some lightning behind me yet. All it has right now is just elements that are like. Instead, it only has shooting and combat. It doesn't have any other elements. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Yeah. Hey, Pirate. Thanks for stopping by. So Deathwing, Space Hulk Deathwing has gotten wings again.
So let me try to give you guys the trailer for that.
I just, it's actually, it's a blend of the old one that we saw.
It's working.
It takes some of the elements.
Welcome to
and then adds new gameplay stuff. It's pretty cool. I just watched it.
And it's made by Stremon Studios, which is a pretty much unknown studio.
Deathwing is an FPS with tactical elements based on the Space Hulk tabletop game. Infiltrate the
I like the way the environment looks. I mean,
I gotta say, it does invoke a very 40k-esque environment.
You will explore these Space Hulks.
It's really dark, really moody and atmospheric, kind of early Doom.
The elite first company of the Dark Angels Space Marine chapter.
If only Doom were more terrifying and you had actual
the architecture
powerful
and technology
armor.
from the creators of these massive ships. With a story
it seems to be the only enemy seems to be Tyranid, Gene Stealers, and Hybrids. At least that's the only thing we saw.
Correct, and you'll see them. Here comes some Gene Stealer here,
which is a pretty typical enemy for. It's kind of like the atypical Space Hulk enemy, but they could add in some variety with like some orcs or something like that, or maybe some Chaos Worshippers if there is any variety of enemies down the line, which might be useful, but they might just stick with the old Gene Stealers and various mid bugs. But later on, you'll see some of the human Gene Stealer hybrids and stuff. So obviously, this is a pretty in-depth hive. They've been here a long time.
Here's some of the upgrades. You can see looks like there's a huge tree of upgrades.
Yeah, it looks like I saw like a librarian kind of look, like the power mace and stuff. So yeah,
you do play a librarian. Yeah, it does have a lot of potential.
It looks good.
You do play as a librarian in the single player mode.
So yeah, you're the essentially that means you're just gonna be the squad leader. It doesn't seem to show any real like squad leading kind of mechanics. Everyone seems to kind of just be doing their own thing, but I don't know. It doesn't really give any indication that you're kind of in charge of anyone else. And here's the kind of Gene Stealer hybrid humans. They're using weapons and whatnot.
Yeah, so that is no, they don't have a release date yet for it.
Yeah, no release date. Just sometime this year. It's all it says is 2016.
Yeah, that's very Tindalos Interactive. Tindalos doesn't set publication dates.
They're very tight-lipped. Even with their other stuff, they do like even DLC for Mordheim, super tight-lipped. So anything that they're releasing, they're super tight-lipped about it. Like you'll know about it 3 days before it launches.
It's pretty much all whenever it's done. So, which is not bad. I have no problem with that.
No, I'm not terribly against that, but sometime this year, and we're already almost...
Oh, there goes all of my Windows. Thank you, Windows. You are so kind. I apologize. Many technical difficulties. Now we should be all back to normal now.
Bash was on my channel. He's like, "Oh my god, this looks good. Put me in, coach."
Yeah.
And he said make it bloody. Definitely looks like it's got the gore factor.
It looks pretty bloody.
Which it needs to be. Hey, Dasaroni, welcome to the stream. We were just talking about Space Hulk Deathwing. Fuck, it's like a tongue twister. I can't keep it straight.
It definitely looks brutal. I mean,
it looks brutal. It has that brutal mentality you expect to feel powerful in Terminator armor, wielding power weapons, just scything through enemies. Bolt shells, exploding heads. Psychic powers, shoving shit around.
If the stream goes bye-bye, it's because that was lightning, not an explosion.
Dasarine waved.
I apologize in advance if my power goes out to those who are watching the stream.
So that will suck.
That was a huge lightning behind me, so some of you who are discerning will notice that behind me is quite a bit of flashy.
Yeah, you had the storm. But so that game looks pretty epic. Again, it was announced like in 2014, so it's been on a hiatus for a couple of years. Everyone was I remember watching trailers, and I felt like, man, this looks fucking awesome. And then today,
that's Tindalos Interactive in a nutshell, though. I mean, TI is all about kind of this quiet drip of PR, and they don't usually release a deluge of stuff. They haven't published a lot of games. They're not a huge publisher.
The list is quite small.
They're not Activision. They're not a huge publisher. They don't have a giant PR machine behind them. Mm-hmm. So it's not like there's a lot of stuff out there for them to watch, to publish. They do have awesome voices in their videos, though. They've got some English guy that does all their voices that I love. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Deathwing. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be 4-player co-op, like
ooh, that would be pretty
like Warhammer
cool.
Vermintide was. Speaking of 4-player or 5-player games, I guess, you and I, and also Dasarine and a few others, have been having some crazy fun this weekend with the Dreadnought open beta.
Dreadnought open beta. Holy shit, that game. Fiona, you said it best kind of yesterday. That it's a class-based shooter kind of disguised as a spaceship game.
Yep.
But it's pretty fucking fun.
It's fun. I was fortunate enough to buy. I got into the beta without much trouble. I just bought in, really. I just paid for it, and then I went. I gave a few invites out to a few friends, and Rob is one of them, of course, and also Das, who was in the stream.
So yeah, we've been Corvettes are fun. Yeah, Das has been wrecking shop with Corvettes. The classes, I gotta say, pretty distinct. Obviously, they follow the conventions. You got your heavies and your mediums and lights and that kind of stuff, and your kind of sniper class. But I mean, the ships are distinct and unique, and they feel like a dreadnought is meaty versus like the sniper will go down very quickly if it takes hits. So I mean,
just to give you a little idea, I'll give you guys a quick little gameplay of that.
Yeah, we're awesome today, and we got you visual aids. So not only do you have our pretty faces to look at, but even like high production value movies. We're stepping into the next generation, next age here.
Except that Chrome is for some reason it does not want to capture this Chrome window. So do me a favor and talk for a minute while I really quick reset the subregion of this Chrome window.
So Dreadnought just came into open beta. You can actually go in and buy Founders Packs and get into the beta and get beta keys.
The cheapest Founders Pack is incredibly reasonable. It's literally $10.
Yeah, it's a $10. There's a $10 pack, and then there's a $40 pack. The only real difference is. All
right, so here's some Dreadnought for you guys. This is a cinematic trailer. Obviously, it's captured in engine though, and it gives you a little idea of the gameplay. This is
action game
via IGN.
Of a massive space vessel.
We'll just give you a loose idea of what it's about.
Das, yeah, I think there might be a little bit of work to go with destroyers and dreadnoughts to make them feel a bit more distinct. But they're still pretty cool.
I kind of feel like destroyers are more damage and dreadnoughts are more tanks.
Kind of tanky. Yeah, you kind of get that feeling from the gameplay for sure. But yeah, this is captured in engine, so this is how the game actually looks. Like the big attacks, like nuclear weapons, like the explosions look meaty, and
this is an overview of the classes that IGN did, so I'll give you a little idea of what the game's about.
As a sniper, the ship is big guns,
artillery cruiser. This is basically your sniper.
Making it one of the most vulnerable flyers.
You shoot people long range. The guns I think need to be longer ranged on them. They seem to be far too. They seem to be shooting within range of everyone else anyway, which seems kind of strange.
Yeah, I agree.
But like I said, it's an open beta, so we've got time. That's what betas are for, right? To kind of look at stuff and go, that's not
ships
quite
like the
how we
Corvette
wanted that
managed
to
get
feel,
too
so
close for
we'll
comfort.
change up stuff. So it's still fun right now. I've had a ton of fun.
The
I've actually
Corvette is
been.
the
I like
smallest,
the
most maneuverable ship in your arsenal.
Das
Dual
bringing up my
front-mounted
point
heavy
here that give them
autocannons
longer
and the
range. They
Blink
should
warp
be able to
drive
outrange
allow
everybody.
Corvette
But
captains
nothing
to
is more
avoid
satisfying
surgical,
with the
hit-and-run
artillery cruisers to
strikes
be shooting
and to wreak
people and just
havoc on
blowing
the
the crap out of
enemy.
them, and nothing is
Corvettes are
scarier than
scouts,
just realizing that a
running recon
Corvette
and
is sitting
delivering
right
quick
behind you
strikes. High
and
speed
just
and the warp jump
kills you in
ability
3
make
seconds
them
because you
perfect
have
for hunting down
squishy.
pesky artillery
Here's
cruisers.
Das's favorite
But
ship,
Corvettes
the
may
Yep,
hold to
tiny
the massive
Corvette.
firepower of the
Fast.
destroyer if
They've
they
got
aren't
good weapon.
careful.
They're good for dealing damage at short ranges, getting in, do damage, get out, but they can't take very much
Destroyer-class
punch.
ships
So
hit the
if you
sweet
focus
spot
fire on them,
between
they'll
the
go down
massive
pretty quick.
dreadnought and the agile Corvette. This
But
all-around attack
they
ship
can
is
do a lot of
loaded with
damage up close.
firepower,
They're for taking
making
it. You
the
trying to take out
ultimate
the enemy
medium-range
healers
hunter.
and stuff.
At
Destroyers,
range, destroyers
here's they're
should
going to
stay
probably
clear
say
of the
that they're
artillery
your
cruiser's line of
generalists. They're
sight.
not as tough as
A direct
dreadnoughts. They're not
hit
as
can
fast
prove
as
devastating.
Corvettes,
In
but they're
close
reasonably
quarter battles,
fast. They've got good
destroyers are
weapons.
tough
They
enough
can
to
have
handle
a
their
good
share of
variety
fire.
of
Their role is
skills.
to dart in and cut up the support craft like the tactical
Of
cruiser,
equipment and
leaving
modules
larger,
to kind
more
of change them
dangerous
out
ships
to give them
without
torpedoes
defenses.
or missiles or whatever. You can give them warp jumps like that just was a micro warp jump there.
Tactical cruisers play
And
a vital support
so they're
role.
your
They
generalist
can
ship. They
provide
can do almost
on-the-spot
anything, but they
repairs,
kind of excel
even to
at
themselves. And when they're caught
You're
in
a little bit
corner
behind
or
the
on
streamer,
offensive,
obviously.
I am
they're
behind the
more
stream.
than
I always
capable
forget
of
that.
causing
And
some damage,
Just so you
especially
know.
against
So
wily
we're
Corvettes.
actually watching
As a mobile
attack
repair
cruisers now,
vessel,
which are
the
basically
tactical
the
cruiser is the key to the
healers.
survival of the fleet.
yeah, they're kind of
It
just
is
your
often
medic.
seen in
They're
close
interesting. Like they're
proximity to
not
other
just a
friendlies.
medic. They can still dish out
Enemy
damage.
destroyers will
Don't
seek to cut the
just
tactical
think that
cruiser's
they
lifeline.
can't kill you.
Cruiser captains should
Because
wait
their
for a
healing beam is
destroyer
dual purpose. It
escort
heals your
before moving in
allies
to
and it
support
hurts
a
your
dreadnought.
enemies. So it's pretty cool.
And then finally we get to the dreadnought, for which the game is named.
Which brings us to our final ship, the Dreadnought. It's built for survivability and for causing
Dreadnoughts.
massive damage.
And obviously,
It's all
if
over
you
when one of
you know
these maneuvers
this is your
alongside
big
an enemy
guns.
and delivers a
Your heavy hitter
broadside.
takes all the damage,
The
can
Dreadnought
launch
is the
nukes and
heaviest
large
class in
missile
the fleet.
barrages,
They're
take a lot of
hard to take
punishment,
down, and their
warp
weapons pack a
around.
brutal
You know,
punch.
the
It
good
is
stuff,
foolish
the
to
fun
take on a
stuff, the
Dreadnought
extra
alone.
explosive
And
stuff.
nothing is more frightening than the sight
The
of
stuff
a
everyone's
Dreadnought
actually
on the
here for, shit
horizon,
blowing up, right?
launching its nuclear missile.
And there goes a dreadnought nuke.
Gun for gun, the Dreadnought is strong against most ships. But poor
Those
maneuverability
things are
makes it an
satisfying.
easy target for the long-distance sniper attacks of artillery cruisers.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a rock paper scissors system, honestly, and I think it works pretty well so far.
yeah. And so far it's not doing too bad because you can take dreadnoughts out with sniping them. If you hit directly with unshields on nukes, you do a ton of damage. You can miss, and they miss sometimes, and it sucks. And nothing is worse than watching your nuke just hit nothing.
There's one particular level where it's like you're in space. It's called Rings of Saturn, right?
Yeah, the Rings of
That
Saturn.
level- That level, and you're in space, and you're fighting around all this like mining stuff. I think it is. I'm not
Yeah,
actually sure, but I think it's
It's
mining.
it's ice. The beginning text says that it's basically mining. A
So
mining.
yeah, it's like ice mining stuff, and it's there's no floor, so your nuke doesn't hit anything. It just goes down.
Yeah, so
So
you
it's-
have to.
It shoots past all the enemies, and you're like, "Fuck! I just wasted my nuke."
Yeah, and you just watch the cursor of your nuke just keep going down and down and down. You're like, fuck! I needed to detonate it.
Yeah, exactly, and then you're like, gosh darn it.
Like, wow, I'm dumb. But the classes, the different ships, definitely feel distinct. The destroyers and dreadnoughts, as Das is saying over here, could use a little more distinction between them, but I think we'll work that out as we go on the beta. The beta is an undetermined length, as far as I know, unless they've announced something really recently.
No, this is just very early. This game has been around since I want to say 2013 or 2012.
Something like that, but man, it's been flying under the radar for a long time. I heard about it 6, 8, maybe a year ago. Like, I heard a blurb about it.
It was
and
at
they haven't
PAX East
about it.
last year for sure. So, it's been at least a year, and it didn't have a booth this year at PAX East. Mostly probably because of the fact that it's now heading into this open beta. Open beta.
Open beta.
We need to stop calling buy-in betas open betas. That's stupid.
Whatever. The beta that you can get in. And hey, we have stuff, so
Welcome to the stream, Spy Kitty. Thanks for watching.
But it's a fun game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm probably going to roll right into streaming it probably after this. So if you guys want to watch some gameplay,
we have 2 keys to give away for that game. So please stick around. If you do the contest entry, I believe we set up VivBot for contests. So go ahead and type !contest, and Viv should give you an entry into the contest, and then you will have an entry in to get a yeah, so it's let's see, giveaway. I think it's !giveaway, and that will give you 1 entry into the contest to win a beta key. We have 2 to give away, so.
And I would say totally do it because it's fun as hell.
It is. We've been rolling 4 deep, which the teams are 5.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun to roll 4 deep because you can pretty much roll on top of anyone. So.
Yeah, it is pretty cool that the teams are 5-on-5, so the battles feel kind of smallish. I would like to see maybe bigger, 6-6 maybe, 8-8.
I'm not sure that a bigger battle would work.
Maybe not, but I mean, I think we could try. Like, I think it should be something they should explore. It might not work, but
if
it's
there
still,
was a bigger level, it would work.
I think maybe if they make a bigger map. Another cool thing about Dreadnought is that you're dealing with large ships, but the terrain is still very important.
Yeah, it's very much a terrain. It very much has a feel of a MechWarrior, especially if you're piloting one of the bigger ships. It's really slow ship, just kind of like, I don't know. It just feels like,
The turtling for more would be insane.
Well, I would like to see like custom battle modes where, like, for example, all cruisers, or I mean, can you one of
all
those kind of
destroyers
movers,
or
or all
all-
corvettes? Like, that'd be a cool mode.
You know what would be really cool is an all artillery ships. So it's all just people trying to get good positions, snipe, using their cloaks to their advantage and stuff. That would be neat.
I mean, it is a class-based shooter, so there's a lot of potential for the sort of thing that Blizzard's done with Overwatch, where you have these kind of like fun challenge modes that are of the week modes or whatever. Right now, there's only 5 versus 5 team deathmatch.
And then there is team elimination, which is kind of similar, but it's rounds and it's 5v5. When you die, you just respawn as a fighter craft, and you can try and help your team that way.
Team elimination was originally the mode that the game was supposed to have. Deathmatch wasn't even in the game, so.
But that's definitely a mode for like pretty coordinated 5-man teams. Not that's not a game you want to really jump into. It's just a random.
Even us having a 5-man, I wouldn't want to play that.
Because it's definitely different. But it's still cool. It's an interesting idea. I like the idea behind it.
Let me make sure, Bash, that it got you. And it's giveaway, not contest. It's !giveaway, I believe.
Yeah, I need to figure out. There's too many shits. There's too many shits. Too many things that I'm dumb and have to.
It is should be that.
I'm still trying to get half my layovers to work correctly.
So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, haha.
Hey, look at that. We got 2 entries already. Awesome. So we'll do that at the end. No one's watching, so it'll probably be you, Bash, and Pirate that win. But
hey,
I have no problem with that.
That's other people's faults, not.
You know what? They're missing our grandeur, our delusions of grandeur.
They're not delusions if they actually come true.
They're missing our kind of semi-delusions of grandeur.
There you go.
So, I've been having a shitload of fun with Dreadnought. I know you've been having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's been fun as hell to play. Like it feels epic. And you can do just getting
you can do some cool shit like
warping in as a Dreadnought on top of an almost dead person, using your warp drive to just pop out right on top of them, just finishing them off before they can duck behind something is just
It's funny, Pirate. I actually asked Rob if we should move the show.
Hey, I said it was up to her, and she's like, fine, whatever, I don't care.
I genuinely thought about moving the show. Next week we'll probably do it an hour earlier. I had a prior engagement this week, so I couldn't.
What the fuck does all that mean, Bash? English, man. I'm stupid.
That's I have a little kitty man going. At least I think it is. I don't know. So I mean that I would like to play more of Dreadnought. Hopefully I'll play some more this week. We actually no, I don't like commercials, so I wait and stream it later so I can watch this. Thanks, Bash. Thanks, Bash. We salute you.
Yeah, I don't understand why more people aren't watching this and just TiVoing their fucking episodes. So
also, the Brokencast Live is unofficially sponsored by Monster.
Yeah, I wish it was officially sponsored by Monster. That would be
Hey,
nice.
give me a few months. I'll get us there.
I wouldn't have to pay for so much for monsters. I would drink even more of them because I wouldn't have to buy them.
I'll get us there. So yeah, I mean, it's the next thing. I guess on the oh my god, the next thing that I thought about Dreadnought when I was playing it was, I hope there's some more ships that come in. I know there's only 5. There's 5 classes that are well balanced, and so I doubt there's going to be any more. Because
I don't think they're gonna add any more ship classes, and there's already 3 basically like tiers of ships.
That makes me sad.
So I mean, there could be more, and it's scheduled to be a free to play game further down the line.
It is going to be free to play.
And I don't know that they've hashed out exactly the formula they're going to work, but we can assume it might be similar to like Wargaming's kind of.
I think it's going to be like MechWarrior Online. Like there's like those hero ships. There's a class of ships called hero ships in the game that are very strong pre-made ships, and they cost a lot of the real in-game money. There is also skins already in the game. Actually, Bash, there's a shitload of them.
Yeah, they've already got skins and emblems, and the hero ships are obvious. They cost real money, or gray box points as they call them, which is basically watt gold or whatever your specific premium juice is.
Yeah, Das, it would be cool if they added variations to the tiers. I guess you don't need new tiers of ships. What you do need is new variations of ships. Would be nice.
But I think the idea is that they don't need a whole bunch because there's modules on each ship.
Yeah, and part of the thing is that it's kind of hard to get. I guess to get module, like, I don't know. It's not terrible.
No, and I think
you're right, Bash. You sort of start breaking the rock paper scissors.
I think something they might want to look into, though, is maybe adding different primary armaments, because that's the only thing you can't change on ships right now is primary armament. And that would be cool if we could, you could have a Dreadnought with...
Hey, guys, we're 24th on the list of talk shows. Please tell other people to come watch the stream. Tweet your friends. Tweet your enemies. Tweet your parents. Make your parents watch the show.
Yeah, tweet your relatives. My mother-in-law watched one of my videos and actually laughed on YouTube.
Have everybody watch the show. So we'll switch off completely from Dreadnought, because I could talk about Dreadnought for hours.
But yeah, okay. Here's the lowdown, guys. It's going to be a free-to-play game. We're not sure when the beta is going to end. It's a ton of fucking fun. We've got 2 keys to give away. Get yourself in the fucking contest so you can fucking play it too. Yeah,
I've got 2 entries already. So just go ahead and hit that ! giveaway, and you'll get into the giveaway. So
for the beta keys, so you can try it out for free before it's actually there. So so that'll be awesome. So
thank you very much for the host, Pirate. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Pirates. Thanks. If he's hosting, thank you, brother, for the help. Always trying to help us out.
So let's talk about your favorite topic now. We'll talk about Total War.
My current favorite topic now that Battlefield Gothic is launched.
Yes, that is true.
My new current favorite, and we actually have something kind of interesting an interesting kind of question to pose for people here. As a lot of people know about Total War Warhammer, they cut the Chaos Warrior content. It was supposed to be DLC originally just for pre-orders. They'd get it for free, and then it would be available for purchase after launch. So just yesterday, the day before, they've announced that the Chaos Warrior DLC will now be given free to everyone who buys the game within the first week. So there's a couple of ways you can kind of interpret this.
Now, are they giving the DLC for free, or are they going to let them play the DLC and then take it away?
No. It's basically taking the emphasis off the pre-order. It'll now be available to everyone for free who buys within the first week of game launch. So you know how BFG kind of did that, where the early adopters and then into like a month afterwards, you could buy it and get the DLC for free? The same kind of idea here, but it's only a week.
Okay.
So again, here's how you can kind of interpret it. So you can either look at it as that Creative Assembly has some real confidence that their game's going to do really well, because now they're taking the emphasis off of the pre-order. And basically, a week is enough time for plenty of YouTube reviews to come out, or YouTube, whatever your gaming news preference is, or wherever you get your ideas from, to come out and go, hey, this game's pretty fucking awesome. You should buy it. And a week is plenty of time for people to get up, and then they get the DLC for free. So it kind of takes the emphasis off the pre-order and gives people confidence in Creative Assembly that they're going to come out with a good game. Because Creative Assembly is basically saying, our game's so good, you're going to want to buy it within the first week.
Interesting.
But then you can kind of, where they're backtracking, and it's like, wait a minute, you still said you wouldn't make money if you gave away this DLC for free. And so, I mean...
I just completely disagree with this strategy. Like... I can't believe that they're doing this. Like, I know why they're doing it. Also, welcome to the stream, Misa OK, and or Jar Jar Binks.
I was gonna say you're Jar Jar Binks. Who I don't hate, by the way, but anyway, that's another
we
topic.
always love Jar Jar Binks.
That's a different topic for another cast. But I can see that it's kind of a strange move this late, considering it comes out in 23 days. I think it's supposed to come out the 24th of May or something like that.
It doesn't show a lot of confidence in the game.
I think it does.
I think it shows a lack of confidence in the game. I think it shows a lack of confidence in people buying the game.
I think it's kind of going the other way, because they're basically putting their junk on the table. Like, all right, people are totally going to buy this.
Yes,
that's why
Total War games are usually garbage on release.
Yes, they usually are. But again, the Creative Assembly it was supposed to come out last month.
Somebody remembers the Rome 2 release.
I remember Pirate bought Rome 2 at launch. I remember him bitching to me about it a lot.
That was a bad game.
And that's exactly the reason they cited that they pushed back Total War Warhammer for another month. That they would trying to ensure that there's no Rome 2 debacle. And Attila came out in 2015 and didn't have nearly as many bugs, but everyone just remembers Rome 2, of course.
I played it at PAX. It was fun. It was a good game. I played a very limited slice. Overwatch Blizzard, they know how to put shit out. We'll get to that. But yes, Blizzard does know how to put shit out. By the way, the beta starts on Tuesday. If you don't already have the game pre-ordered, you cannot get into the early access to the beta, which is Tuesday. If you do have the game pre-ordered, early access to the game begins on Tuesday. Congratulations, you'll be playing with me. Rob, I'll be disappearing forever. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, where the fuck did Fiona go? She's like, oh, she's playing fucking Overwatch.
Fiona's playing Overwatch forever. Not forever. It's not forever. It's just for a long time.
It'll be the new Skyrim.
I mean, we'll have plenty of time, like one day, to play other games tomorrow. But I got derailed there. But basically, I'm not really confident that I don't like the way they're doing the DLC model. I know they've said that they're going to do a free DLC. We had the chance to talk to their chief lore guy at PAX. If you want to see that, it's actually really cool. Go ahead and go on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/brokenjoysticks. And there's a cool video there with him. Alan somebody, maybe?
Andy Westfall or something.
Andy some English. Let me just find the video.
Andy the guy.
Andy the guy.
But I have a lot. I'm more concerned about how the gameplay is going to work out. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I love playing Rome 2, and so yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing Total War Warhammer, and you guys are gonna have to watch it on my stream because it's going to be fun. I'm gonna play it, but it doesn't mean I'm not slightly concerned about the game. Definitely doesn't mean I ain't gonna play it.
Fair enough. There's the interview with Andy Hall. You can listen to him talk about how Free LC is what they're doing.
So yeah, they've released a straight up schedule of DLC releases and stuff. So you can find that if you guys really want to look at it.
It's not a bad schedule.
No, it's not a bad schedule. There will be a Free LC, which is probably going to be Bretonians, but it hasn't been for sure.
And now for something completely different.
I'm
going to show you guys a Call of Duty trailer.
Because everyone wants to see that, as marketing data will probably show.
Every last trace of you gone. You will know loss. We will be the architects of your pain. We will build monuments to your destruction. The whole world will bear witness to this.
Here we go.
We will blot out your skies. We will bury you in darkness.
Guy sounds like The Rock Johnson.
We are your enemy. We are the Settlement Defense Front.
They are the Settlement Defense Front. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'd like to point out if you look right here, that sure as heck looks like some kind of space station thingy.
Call of Poopy.
It is Call of Poopy. I think it's going to be Call of Space Poop. We'll find out, I guess. I have no love lost for Call of Duty. I really don't.
Yeah, that does probably.
The thing that did kind of make me interested in this at all was the fact that there's going to be a remaster of the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is coming out into the fourth dimension. Time!
If you squint, it looks like Sauron's eye. Well, I mean, it probably is Sauron's eye.
Flying soldiers. Basically, I'm excited for the remaster of Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty game.
Okay, Das, that's really funny. Call of Duty Middle Earth.
I could, in fact, I'll post the trailer for any of the previous 5 games. I would also like you to just read this. This is actually a story on that was written by Owen Ray Michelle Richards. It's an article about how this Call of Duty on PS4 might as well be called the Fuck You Edition. So, Activision, in their infinite wisdom and Infinity Ward, have decided that the general public who consume Call of Duty games would like to pay $35 for the privilege of playing Call of Duty 4, which is the first Modern Warfare. So you can buy the new game, and it's $100 for the game.
It's $109 for the fucking Legacy. The standard is $79. The Legacy
With
edition.
and you don't get the DLC. You get nothing.
Nope. You get nothing.
It's $30 for 10 maps. That's $3 a map.
I bet those are completely sold out within a week.
Oh, of course they'll sell right out. I already know people that are gonna buy them. I already know. We lost Misa Okay. Misa Okay decided to go away.
No, Jar Jar, you're a good character. I actually thought you were innovative.
That name is so great. You know what? It's just like
I love reading names that pop up on my Twitch channel because people are so fucking inventive, and I'm an idiot.
Right. It's funny. It's funny to see, Call of Duty bros be excited about this.
Call of Duty pros. That's again another statement that's funnier than it should be.
You know, there's a group of people that really like Call of Duty. I'm not a part of that group of people. For the last several editions of Call of Duty, I've only purchased the multiplayer, which is usually like $30.
I have purchased no Call of Duty since Call of Duty 3. So the last Call of Duty I own is from World War II.
Yeah, I mean, 4D shooter reminds me of Shattered Horizon. That's a reference.
Isn't that also a terrible game?
Hashtag references. It was a pretty bad game.
Hashtag dead. Is that the one with the drug reference? It was like drugs and shit. Am I thinking of the right one? Or is that a different game?
Do you know anything about the Man of War Corsair game? No, I don't. But I'm gonna Google it right now.
Oh, it's kind of BFG-esque.
Man of War Corsair joins the Warhammer video game scene. Well, here's an idea.
Oh yeah, we talked about that before. It's the fantasy BFG.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Oh no, there's a couple of years ago, the Games Workshop released a special game that was a board game, obviously, that was basically Warhammer ships. And
well, let's watch the trailer and find out.
Where's the information?
I'm gonna watch it. Ready? Let's watch the trailer.
Yeah, sure.
It's a 30-second trailer. I don't know if this is even. It's a teaser trailer, so there's probably nothing in it. Giant shark!
Well, yeah, it's fantasy.
Guy with a shield! Guy with a gun! Guys with guns. Ship bells.
This website is fucking useless.
More Warhammers. Oh, it's an orc! Or something. Man of War Corsair. That's it. The end. That was not a very good teaser trailer. I suppose it was a very good teaser trailer because it. Hey, my webcam died. Good times. Hang on as I reboot my webcam.
Sail the seas, plundering enemy ships, visiting ports, trading, dominating everything in your path with a fleet of ships at your back, and watch people flee at your mere sight of you, leaving legends of your deeds and history books, and steal through the hearts of your.
It looks like it's in early access, so it
is in early access. I like the premise of this already.
To be honest, as soon as you tell me early access, I lose all interest in a game. This looks like it's a combination of Battlefront and first-person shooters.
Okay, well, I just clicked on the early access window, and let's see. We've got you pick a faction, then there's ship types, and then you've got mechanics, ship combat quests, trading, boarding actions, and then there's ports that you can pick to, and then there's still to come more ships, more factions.
It is $30 on Steam, which seems like a lot for an early access game.
When the fuck does Bretonia have a navy? And then they're going to add more ports, some more. They're going to add a full human campaign, hiring command flyers, sharpshooters. So there's more stuff, and then they're going to add wizards.
Well, I'm certainly interested in it.
What's the press? What do they got under press info? What do you got for me?
Not
Probably a whole
something
lot
that I would discount just because of what it is. I just don't really like early access games in general. I try to ignore them. Rather, early access games don't usually give press access to the game.
I just clicked on the press info button on the website. I mean, the visuals look pretty fucking good. It's got some screenshots on the press info.
That's funny because it looks terrible on the trailer, so I hope it's much better than it looks on the trailer.
Yeah, so the screenshots look a bit better. Yeah, the trailer looks like shit. The screenshots look a bit better. So yeah, basically what Pirate said. It's fantasy pirates. Looks interesting.
We'll look into it. I mean, we should definitely check everything out. I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize in advance. Hang on.
Hey, Goat's here.
Hi, Goat. I sneezed off mic. I think I successfully sneezed off mic.
I heard you.
Yeah, but you're on Skype. The stream doesn't pick up my outgoing on Skype. That's 2 sneezes, by the way. My brain is now everywhere.
There's a War Machine game on Steam? What?
There is a War Machine game on Steam.
Why was I not aware of this?
Because you don't have money to buy things.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it comes down to.
Luckily, you have me.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, yeah, I'm always looking for sponsoring people. Rob is pretty good at sponsoring people too, right, Rob?
Hey, I mean, if you want me to try and scout, I mean, I wouldn't rely on me too much, but I'll
Talk
try.
to Rob about getting sponsored. Yeah, there's a War Machine Tactics game.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, huh. I never played it on tabletop. It always looked
It's
interesting.
like $20, so it's not that bad.
Yeah,
It is,
it's
however, made by Privateer Interactive, so
probably not a very good game.
not
I'm gonna guess.
good. So on the bro shooters Call of Duty front, next week we're getting Battlefield world premiere. I don't know if anybody gives a shit about that. They're having a press event on the 6th, which I
There's a
feel
new
like is
Battlefront
like
game?
Friday. Battlefield.
Oh, Battlefield. Whatever. Same difference.
Same difference. Same shit.
Same
different
fucking game, and you know it.
So yeah, they're having a press event on Friday. I don't know anything about it because, frankly, I'm not gonna be at it. So
What a surprise.
we did not get invited. So sad. Too bad. So sad. But it's definitely interesting to see the progression. I think so, Pirate. I think they are actually going to go back to World War II. There's been some discussion about it. Some people think they will, some people think they won't. But I think they're going to. I would like to see them go back to World War One.
They'll be time traveling, so they'll be like in the modern world. And they'll be the future, and then they'll go back. And,
There's definitely some thought processes that have gone into. There's definitely some people who have put some thought into the idea of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare being something about time travel. I don't hate that idea, in all honesty.
Usually, it's pretty poorly executed.
I mean, as long as this, Call of Duty hasn't really been about story in a little while, so if they could make a compelling narrative where it was my job to go through history playing as the protagonist of other Call of Duty games, that wasn't just a literal complete ripoff of, Assassin's Creed, I'd play it.
Assassin's Creed.
I mean, you could do it just like Assassin's Creed. I mean, it wouldn't have to be as long as the Assassin's Creed games are, but you could do it just like Assassin's Creed, where you played a mission in one timeline and a mission in another timeline, and I think it'd be fun.
That might be interesting.
I'd play it. Remakes are all the rage, and actually for the new Battlefield game, if you go to their website and you look at it, it's got a timeline of all the Battlefield games. So my thoughts is, since the event is not called See the Next Battlefield or anything like that, it's called Discussing the Future of Battlefield. So my thought is that it's probably going to be about remaster of all the previous Battlefields.
Probably. Hey, give me like 30 seconds here.
Oh, Rob is running away from us.
Gotta run.
Rob has to disappear. I will carry the show while Rob is gone. You can stare at Rob's pretty icon. He's probably letting out his dog, to be honest. So, I'm excited for that world premiere event. I'm a Battlefield player personally. Do you guys play Battlefield? Or are you like more people? Are you more like COD people? Or no shooters at all? Some people don't like shooters. I personally like first-person shooters because I think they're fun to play. Enjoyable to just blow some time on. Like I said, for the last 2 Call of Duties, I've only bought the first 2. Only bought the multiplayer because I just sit down and play. I'm a controller freak for multiplayer. I'm not a keyboard and mouse person, so I will play with a controller and just sit down. Yeah, I mean, Pirate, I think Battlefield is more fun. Even though it's a little bit more hectic, Battlefield, a lot of people when they play Battlefield have trouble because you don't always see where you get killed from, among other things. Is your webcam going to start up, Rob?
Yeah, the stream's behind. Give it a second. Cool your jets, lady.
Oh yeah, but I can see your Skype and it doesn't show up.
Well, it's there.
Yeah, I did play a lot of BF3 as well, Pirate. Battlefield 4, I don't see it actually. Try
It's coming up.
turning it off and turning it
I
back
see the
on.
buffering.
Oh, okay. There we go. There's Rob's face. Playing Battlefield 4 wasn't as much as I didn't play as much, and of course there's the reskin of Battlefield 4 that is Hardline, which is just Battlefield 4 with police skins.
Was it this year that came out with was Halo Chief Master the Halo whatever
Master
collection?
Chief Collection was last year, and it's still broken. And
I think that's what
it still
started the
sucks.
whole reskin rage.
Which, yeah, I think you're right actually, because it sold like 4 million copies.
If we have to do a Back to the Future point in that one moment in time that fucked everything up, right there.
We have to go back.
Classic '80s film reference, because I know these most of the people in this stream are old enough to get that reference.
It's your shooters, Marty. Your shooters. We have to go back.
We have to go back.
Yeah, Hardline was a pretty bad idea, Pirate. Hardline was kind of...
Hardline, I mean, it was generic.
Hardline was a great example of... It should have been a mod, and it obviously wasn't a mod. I mean...
Or a DLC or something.
I don't even know if it would have worked as DLC. In the old days, it would have been a mod, and it wouldn't have mattered, and it would have been fun, because people would have loved it, because it would have been a mod that was a fantastic mod, and everyone would have enjoyed playing it. Now it is a full-fledged $60 game, and it has its $100 of DLC.
And people have bought it in droves.
First-person shooter fans are going to buy first-person shooter games when they come. So
At least it's better than fucking Doom.
let's just not talk about Doom.
Yeah, we'll just not talk about Doom.
There's still a huge contingent of people excited for Doom. How much of that hype is purchased hype? By the machine that is PR these days, I don't know. I mean, everybody was hyped for Evolve, and look what happened to that game.
I remember hearing about it, but I couldn't tell you anything. I just like games. Bring me the games. Ah.
Evolve was a squad-based first-person shooter, 4 versus 1, one monster versus 4 players. Go left.
Okay, yeah. Now I remember. You said
And it had so much hype for like a year, and then it just turned out.
I am on the stance that a game cannot stand on its multiplayer alone. There is no game on the world that can stand on multiplayer all by itself and be an amazing game.
You're probably right. Dasso, yeah, I mean, it just, the game just died. Battlefront has the same problem.
Well, everyone wants to be the monster, and no one wants to play as the humans.
The multiplayer's kind of like Quake in a sense.
It has I played the multiplayer. Played the open beta free whatever weekend or whatever. I played a few hours, so I got like 3 hours in the Doom thing, and it was just super generic. Yeah, it kind of felt like playing old school like Quake, but it was boring. Like things didn't feel meaty. I mean, the only 2 modes they gave us to play with was Team Deathmatch and basically Capture the Hill, where the hill moved along a set course or a set path, and it was just really kind of boring. And the demon token thing really didn't add anything to it. And then whenever you customize your character to look a certain way, and then you get into a match and you default to your team color.
Yeah, which is frustrating. Like, why would I spend an hour?
And if you're not in the top 3, nobody sees what the fuck you look like.
Yeah, that's just frustrating. Like, why would
It was just like dumb, and it's like, well, this feels really generic, boring, and like they're supposed to have a bunch of really cool new multiplayer types, but they gave us the most normal ones in every first-person shooter.
Yep, I am in agreement. I think it's
definitely didn't give me any incentive to go look at the single player. I mean, what are you going to give to me in the single player? And I actually have watched a couple of things since, and there's actually like a level builder and stuff, which is kind of cool, and you can build some really neat stuff. But what's the single player going to give me? I'm in it for the narrative. What's the narrative?
There isn't one. Welcome to modern shooters. That's really interesting, Das, is that the monster was the least picked role. But
really?
Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront has the same exact problem. The problem is that there just aren't people playing it. It's just not being played. And how you fix that, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what you can do as a game company, as a manufacturing company. You gotta hook people and keep them with the. I mean,
Abash is not bringing League of Legends in the same idea I'm here, but League of Legends hooks people and they stick with it.
Why does League hook people though when they stick with it? Because League has a really high skill cap, but a really low entry point.
Right.
So there's a lot of research, a lot of psychology that's been done on games, and one of the biggest things about it is like the simpler your game, the easier. It's the best example. Super Smash Brothers. Anybody can play Super Smash Brothers. However, to be on a competitive tournament level of Super Smash Brothers is crazy hard. You have to have amazing skills, and so the skill ceiling is crazy high, but the entry point is really low.
And Pirate brings up a good point that I do think a lot of people are we may have hit like the peak of multiplayer only games like Evolve.
I certainly hope so. I don't think any company should publish a game without a story. I like a game with a story. I'm saying that, but even though I spent, I don't know, 8 hours this weekend playing a game that has no story, Dreadnought.
But that's in a way that's different. That it's
a multiplayer only title. It's not going to have a story.
But then I've sunk. My wife and I combined have sunk like 80 hours into Subnautica, which is completely single player right now.
And it does have a story. It's a story-driven game.
Yeah, but it's got the Minecraft thing where you kind of have to eventually just make your own entertainment. There's no quest. There's you're on a water world, and you're hungry. Better go find some fucking food, or you're gonna die.
Also, that's not the only reason the MMOs are suffering, but it's definitely one of them. I think one of the biggest reasons MMOs are suffering right now is because people are just tired of the same 7 fetch quests.
Mm-hmm. But that's still, and while WoW has certainly been losing numbers, no one's been able to dethrone it with anything new-ish.
I don't want to play the same quest 100 times, and like when I'm playing these days, when I'm playing an MMO, I don't want to feel like I'm playing an MMO. There's a lot of games that do that successfully. I mean, I can look at my Steam list and see like right off the top of my head what I'm thinking of like that does it. If I can think of it, find anything. Like, I don't keep a lot of games installed on Steam because, all this stuff. But so, like, some games that are kind of massively multiplayer, or are multiplayer for more than, say, like, just PvP elements that are fun, you have to have something more to your game. Like,
yeah, there's got to be something more going on. And even every new MMO I play, people rush to max level and they complain it doesn't have as much.
No, I mean, Pirate, I'm right with you. I just finished playing Black Desert Online. I'm done because, everybody got to the top, and hey, it turns out I own Ashes of the Singularity. I totally forgot about that. It's just there has to be something. You ever look at your Steam Empire and go, "Huh, I didn't know I own these games."
Yeah, my list has gone from like 10 to like I jumped up to like 40 games. It's like, holy shit.
Well, that's it. I have like 400.
Well, yeah, you're also you're different. But
Beat Hazard. I should install this game. I miss playing Beat Hazard. Sorry, I am distracted.
No, and I think the main problem with endgame content is that WoW has so much because it's been around for 20 fucking years or something.
No, not quite that long. Black Desert was all shiny and no soul, Dasso, and that's why I left it. It just wasn't interesting anymore.
Oh, and there's Final Fantasy 15 coming out, so they're adding a bunch of shit to Final Fantasy Online. Essentially, there's new classes coming out. There's a bunch of DLC they're going to release for it.
That is true.
So, not something we were going to talk about, but I just thought of that when you mentioned that. It's like, oh yeah, they're adding like dragoons and shit.
I don't know if any of you played Blade and Soul. I had a brief stint with Blade and Soul, probably a few weeks with Blade and Soul. It just got boring.
I had that same problem with SWTOR. I played it when it first came out, and then bored, fell right off.
And truthfully, I fear that from my one of my favorite games of PAX, which was Crossout. We did give away a couple keys to that. I'm sorry you guys didn't get a chance to participate in that. It was on the site. If you are ineligible, unfortunately. If you read the website, you'll see we're going to be giving away a lot of keys since PAX. We got a lot of keys, so. Endless solo 4-player dungeons are very important. I agree. MMOs they have to have something. There has to be something. I worry a lot about No Man's Sky.
Well, the idea behind it's supposed to kind of be this kind of the same vibe as Subnautica, right? Where there's no real there's lore.
Yeah, it's very, very much in the vein of Subnautica, I think. I've not played Subnautica, full disclosure, but I think it's going to be in a similar vein. The idea is going to be to explore, but I don't think Subnautica has MMO elements, does it?
No, it does not.
Because if my understanding is correct, No Man's Sky has MMO elements.
Well, Crossout's still an MMO. It's just PvE focused instead of PvP focused.
Crossout is an MMO, Bash. It's going to have PvP content as well.
Yeah,
Eventually.
I like that. I read that you can, like, if you build a sick vehicle, you can make it an in-game boss. Then other players can train.
Yeah, I mean, when they told me about that,
That's kind
I
of a
was
neat
so
idea.
surprised. I think we have that interview up on our YouTube channel. We got a chance to interview the developer. Crossout only has a very small development team. Oh boy, Force just published a video called "The Launcher Epidemic." Wasn't I just railing against this?
Yeah, Fiona was talking yesterday about launchers are annoying and bullshit.
Please don't put a launcher in your game. I love that Force is on the same page with me. I wonder if he was watching my stream. You stole my idea, you bastard! Okay, maybe not. I mean, he's only got 490,000 subs.
Hey, we'll get there.
They're 50.
Hey, we'll fucking get there.
All right, so we are so far off the rails on the crazy train right now. We
Hey,
have
but-
one more thing to talk about officially. I'm trying to keep the show about an hour length. Let me know how you guys feel about that length. If it's long enough, if it's a little too long, if it's too short. I'd love to hear the feedback on that. So
But yeah, we'll finish our last point here, and then we'll be open forum, and we'll see how long we rant on about whatever comes up, like we have
yeah,
been.
basically. So the last thing we're going to talk about is
Bash might enjoy this.
Thanks for the follow-up, Pirate. Is Nostralis, the Nostralis team. If you're not familiar with the Nostralis team, Nostralis, we talked about this last week a little bit. Nostralis was a private World of Warcraft server playing vanilla WoW. It was not hacked. It was not cracked. It was not making any money. It was not for profit. It was a love project by fans. There was a huge blowback against Blizzard for shutting it down. Was Blizzard's IP. Blizzard was very clear about the fact that they weren't shutting it down out of any malice. They were shutting it down because their code they felt it put their code in danger.
I mean, who in PR is going to say that they hated something and shut it down?
So, yesterday, or today, I forget actually when the news actually came out, news came out that the team behind the Nostralis server has been invited to come to Blizzard headquarters, and that they will be meeting with Blizzard's, I think their production team, their production coding team. Let me look up who they're meeting with, or if they even told us. It just says it's a private meeting, I guess.
Yeah, they just this thing I saw just basically said they didn't give me details. Oh yeah, they totally invited us to speak on their main. Yeah, here it is. When did this come out?
They're going to meet with Mike Morheim and.
It posts a Twitter thing here, and let's see. Apparently, they posted it on Twitter on the 29th of April. So I mean, this is pretty fresh. Yesterday, so.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna meet with some of the senior higher ups. This article specifically cites Mark Kearns, who is one of the Blizzard's founders.
Yeah, this one didn't give any specific details of who they'd be talking to, but we can expect to hear something pretty big, probably sometime this week then.
So, what do you guys think? Do you think that Blizzard is going to, best case scenario, at least in my mind, I don't play WoW, I never have, but best case scenario for the guys who developed Nostralis, Nostralis ends up, the Nostralis team gets hired on by Blizzard, and they get paid to manage a server underneath Blizzard's umbrella that is basically a vanilla WoW server. I don't
see Blizzard making any money off of that, so I don't really see that being an option. No offense, but that just doesn't seem like a money-making move.
People are still going to buy subs.
I mean, that's true, but we'll see. I mean, it's all in how you wrap it up, I guess, but I mean, if it's not going to make good money and reliable money, then it's probably not going to happen.
I guess we'll see. I mean,
but yeah, like I said, we'll probably, if they're releasing that they're going to speak with someone, it'll probably be sometime this week. So
honestly, yeah, so you're probably right. I mean, honestly, what this is probably going to be is a meeting of the minds where they're gonna, Blizzard is doing this for PR, so they're gonna show up. They're gonna say, "Congratulations, you guys! You fucked our servers in the ass. We're mad at you. We hate you." And vanilla WoW was not bad, Dawson.
And well, they're basically going to say, well, Blizzard will go, well, I mean, while we didn't really want to shut down your server, but, we were worried our intellectual property might be in danger, blah, 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 PR bullshit. And so everyone will just go away shaking hands and shaking heads as they both turn around and go, those idiots. And then the server people go, well, that we knew that was going to happen. So
I
there
mean,
you go.
if they give the architects of the project jobs, it's good for PR, but
like I said, I don't know, like, what are you going to really make?
the only way that Blizzard gets people to come back and not be mad at them is if they make vanilla WoW servers. And that's not something new. Every single BlizzCon, it was bad that the rose-tinted nostalgia glasses. Every BlizzCon, there's questions about, can we have vanilla WoW servers? Can we have vanilla WoW servers? Can we have vanilla WoW servers? And every year the answer is no. I mean, every year the answer is no. Every year at BlizzCon the answer is no.
Well, obviously, because there wasn't money in it.
It's not about the money, truthfully. I don't think.
It's always about the money. It's a business. If Blizzard can't run those servers profitably in some way, shape, or form, or expect that they will gain more from it than they will lose, then there's no point to it.
The other thing is that it's not like Blizzard has snapshots of vanilla WoW just hanging around.
Yeah, also they'd have to recode everything, find that original coding.
They'd have to figure out how to code it, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as simple as flipping the switch. Like, oh yeah, we got this old thing right here. Let me just hit
Exactly, Pirate. Plus the cost of running the servers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money in there. That's like I said, I don't think it would be a profitable venture for them.
Plus the risk of splitting the user base. I mean.
Yeah, what happens if you lose the user base? No one wants your new content, which means you lost another source of new revenue because no one's buying it.
I think the biggest problem is that it has a potential to split the user base. And as anybody who knows anything about business or anything about driving traffic knows, basically, you don't want to split your user base. Mm-hmm. And we've seen that it's not enough because EverQuest Next died.
Yep. EverQuest 2 is the original EverQuest is dead. EverQuest 2 is the only thing around.
There just wasn't enough. There wasn't enough people who were willing to pay, and you know what? There's only so much content in Vanilla WoW to begin with, anyways. I don't know. I mean,
obviously there was a server for it, for sure, obviously. But again, sure, some of those people aren't buying new things, but some of them will because they play Vanilla. That probably is the second character they have.
Nostralis is just an example. There are plenty of other hack servers out there playing similar things, and it's just Blizzard went after this one server because it was public and it was a big server.
Yeah, thousands of people.
It's tough to fault Blizzard on this because people that are on vanilla are not buying new WoW stuff. They're starting it from zero. The content still takes years to get. Yeah, I mean, no, you're right. You're right. But the thing is that do enough people to want to pay the monthly sub to go back and replay that content? It's just, really is just a math problem for Blizzard. That's all it is.
Yeah, is it again? It falls back. Are we going to make money if we do this? And if the answer is no at the end of the day, then it's not going to happen.
And yes, Pirate, they have shut down other vanilla WoW servers before. There is precedent for it. I'm sure they're going to keep shutting down vanilla WoW servers. Blizzard defends their intellectual property very fiercely.
As they should, because if they lose grip of it, then they're screwed.
Well, you're right. I mean, there's an argument for that. They are very, 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 very thorough about the defense of their intellectual property. And they always have been. That's not new.
Yeah, I mean, that does kind of suck in a way because it limits, our ability to work inside the bounds of stuff. But it's a business sense. If you don't keep hold of your stuff, you'll lose it, and you're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I can't blame Blizzard. I really can't blame them for what they've done.
I have no skin in this game, so it really doesn't matter to me. But, I mean, yeah, I can't really see a reason to fault them. Sure, it sounds like a dick move, and it kind of is. But you got to protect your stuff, and if you don't keep with a precedent and you let this one person, you're really popular, so we'll let you slide, then you're just inviting more people to push the boundaries.
And it's also a legal gray area, truthfully, because you can't enforce it sometimes and not enforce it other times. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all I've got for today. So let's open the floor to questions.
Open forum time.
What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to hear about? How do you feel about this show being an hour versus last week it was 2 hours? I had a lot more to talk about last week because I had just come back from PAX. So I had a lot more to talk about.
So if you can think that in mind, think how much we're going to talk about after E3.
That might have to get split up a little bit. Did you guys like that there was video in the show this week? I hope you did. I mean, one of the suggestions, one of the people mentioned that it was a bit tedious to watch my face the entire time. I wouldn't want to watch my face the entire time.
Well, that's why they come from my beard.
There you go. Watch Rob's beard instead. So yeah, question time from the class. It goes as long as it goes. Well, Bash, that's probably the idea.
Bash is here for the long haul.
I kind of just want a what's the best way to say this? I want it to be watchable without being painful. I don't want people to feel like they can't come and watch the show because it's too long and it's interrupting their night on Sunday. I like the Sunday night timing slot because it kind of gives us all week. We can talk about everything that happened during the week.
Kind of like our Brokencast weekly roundup.
It's a weekly roundup, exactly. I'm glad you liked the videos, even though I apologize for the technical difficulties I had. Hopefully I can...
Yeah, we'll only obviously get better as we keep going. This is what, the third annual Brokencast, so you gotta excuse us some technical difficulties.
Yep, it's only the third one, so only the second one in this time slot.
So yeah, we're looking to do this every week. So obviously, spread the fucking word, bitches. Get it out there. Fly me courageous. Welcome to the end of the stream.
Fly me courageous. Do you have any questions for us? We're in open question time right now.
Yeah, this is open forum mode.
And the last thing is also, of course, we have to do our giveaway. We have 2 keys for the Dreadnought open beta. It's open beta. It's buy and beta. So I have 2 keys.
Buy and beta.
For anyone who is going to enter, go ahead and put into the chat ! Giveaway, and you can, bam, I can put that in there, and you can see that it's gonna be !
Give it. BidBot's telling you already did that, motherfucker.
Stop. Fuck you, BidBot. I just entered my own contest. Oops. Well, if you put an ! Giveaway,
I'm gonna win my own shit, and you can't stop me.
There should be quotes around the word beta with how people use it now. Yeah, we could do a whole episode on that.
Beta.
Beta is meant to be secondary phase of testing where you are still ironing out things.
Yeah, it's ironing out the kinks.
Beta is not meant to mean our game is done, please pay us for the chance to play it before everyone else. And I feel as though the large and vast majority of people who play video games now think beta, instead of meaning test my game, means pay for the privilege of playing my game before everyone else does.
Right, yeah.
Which is a damn shame, because, I mean, games do a beta period because, they want to test
feedback,
things.
Yeah. Feedback, change, tweak.
Crossout is a great example. You're right. But you know what? We have Minecraft to thank for that. All of you guys who hate early access, all of you guys who hate the Infinidev model, you can all send emails to Notch. Fuck that guy.
Well, don't bother sending it to Notch, because he doesn't have shit to do with it anymore.
Yeah, but he was the reason. What's his email? I forget. I'm going to put his email in the fucking public chat.
Well, I mean, it's already out on the internet, so it's not like you're really doing it.
Or here, you can tweet at him. He's he's still at Notch, LOL. Just go tweet at this motherfucker.
That's fucking Notch. I had a game that I made, and the alpha test was done at my house. I'm like,
well, that's the original definition of alpha test. Look, I mean, companies know they can make money on a beta test. I don't know. It's just one of those things that's annoying. It's a pet peeve of mine. Software testing, software development is not complicated. Flemmy Courageous left the chat. Well, I guess we're done for the day. I'm so sorry you didn't like us, Fly Me Courage. So, we're gonna do the giveaway. I don't really know. I'm gonna have Vivbot pick a winner just so it's fair. Bam! The winner is Bashzor. And bam! The winner is Pirate.
Wow, what a crazy coincidence.
So if the two of you would please just send me a DM with your email, I'll get you into the for Dreadnought.
So yeah, Dreadnought, a pretty fucking fun game.
And that's it for us tonight. So you guys get me a DM, all right? Just DM this channel. And yeah, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll go ahead and we'll sign off for the night. Who saw it? coming. Shut up, Byron. And thanks for watching, guys.
Help
And
saw it coming. You can shut up.
we'll see you all later.